What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 7 of the Going Full Hyrox series. This is I'm documenting all of my training up until the Hyrox Nice and Birmingham in October. Now my legs are feeling rather sore and tired today after a full week in work, and then I decided to run another half marathon on Saturday. Probably the best idea, I think, still being in a deficit and my expenditure going up, and then feeling very tired Saturday but still persevering and pushing through for the half marathon. I did plan on running actually 25k, but I just couldn't find the extra 3.5k, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. The reason I ran, I thought it was a few k further, but it's only a few hundred meters further, but I'm kind of glad it worked out that way. But now we'll say no longer in a deficit, carries up by 200 each day until I sort of just maintain weight really. However, over the weekend, on was it Saturday? Can't remember Saturday, but yesterday Kay and I went to a farmer's market with my brother and sister-in-law, so ate quite a bit more than I should have and spent a bit too much money on food, but it is what it is. Managed to grab myself 2 new pairs of running shorts, hopefully no more chafing, because the half marathon absolutely destroys my inner thighs regardless of how much chamois cream I use. So that's going to be a real test today as well on the legs, because it is leg day and Owen has just disappeared. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting how leg day goes today. I have to drop the weight because legs are feeling very, very tired. Obviously I'm a full day in work again today, so let's crack on with the day and see how things unfold. One thing definitely needs work is me starting to meal prep. What started out as a leisurely morning soon turned into a mad dash around the house to get things ready and get everything together. But on the way to work now, and one thing over the weekend I listened to was a podcast by Omnia. It had Shane Connolly, who was a 140 kilo man. I want to say he's Australian, don't want to get that wrong. He went from 140 kilos, very overweight, to a triathlete, and he was just going through like talking about how he did that, why he decided to do it, kind of like face the fear, do it anyway kind of thing. I'm rambling, but made me want to think that I want to do a marathon. However, I've been eyeing up Manchester Marathon for the last few weeks, maybe months, since this sort of first came to light in my mind. But I went to go and book a place last night, but all the first wave of tickets have gone, so I've signed up for a notification for when they are available next, so I'm going to sign up for that. So I suppose that's the first sort of big announcement. And one thing that sort of stuck with me, well, 2 things really, was I think it was a title of a book, Face the Fear and Do It Anyway, or Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, which is kind of, I feel like I can't do a marathon, whereas I may as well book it and it sort of force myself to go and do it. Similar to what I've been doing with these half marathons. I never thought in my life I'd be able to run a half marathon, let alone in under 2 hours, and now the next goal will probably be to do it in, I don't know, an hour 50, hour 45, and who knows, maybe push an hour and a half. Maybe that's just too crazy, but we'll see. And then another thing he mentioned was Shane's been documenting all on YouTube, which I subscribed to over the weekend, and how he just started documenting it and it made him a much, I don't know, better person, much more confident. That's how I feel with these vlogs. I feel like I'm a lot more confident in speaking to people, speaking to people I don't know. Normally I'd shy away and stay quiet. Now obviously being a postman, you need to be a bit more, I don't know, jubilant, happy, a bit more responsive to people rather than just, I don't know, not necessarily ignoring them, but have a bit more back and forth, which I feel like I've got now. Although in the workplace now I'm still a bit quiet because I'm still chaos and I'm still learning the ropes. But yeah, I feel like this vlogging's definitely helped, and yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this besides just talking about the podcast and what I've taken from it, and that I will hopefully be running the Manchester Marathon next April.
Many hours later.
And that is Monday done. Actually not as busy as I thought it would be, to be honest. It was a fairly easy day, finished 45 minutes sooner than planned, which is kind of a good thing, because as soon as I parked the car outside of work, I immediately knew I'd forgotten something, and I forgot my shoes for the gym, so I've stopped home to get those. And also, when I was going through my work bag, which is my old gym bag, I found these 2 heel wedges. They came with Metcons a few years ago. I've not used them for a while, but I thought I'm going to try them out today because since I think 2 weeks ago, mainly since I've increased from running volume, my ankles have been a little bit sore and stiff doing squats because these shoes are pretty much barefoot, which again, I wanted the barefoot ones, nice wide toe box, but I just want to take a little bit, especially the ankles, and just try them out, see if I can get more engagement, because I was actually using these when I hit my power, when I was doing powerlifting, and when I hit my 2.5 kilo squat. I had those in my Metcons, so I think they're definitely going to help if you decide to focus on my face. Thank you very much. Another thing I'm doing today is I'm just trying to sort of basically just save a bit of money, really. Instead of pre-workout, which has just run out, I'm going to take now is just baked alanine before training, take it before runs. It feels good, and that's the main ingredient in the pre-workout, so it shouldn't be much of a difference. And in terms of caffeine, normally don't have any this time, but I'm feeling a bit tired. It's not going to have a coffee because the acidity in that tends to give me heartburn if I have an espresso now. So I'm just going to have, I don't know, a quarter, maybe half of a Monster. I've not had Monster for, again, months. So hopefully they'll see me through this session nicely. But before I head to the gym, I'm going to just take 20 minutes to chill. Although it always turns out to be more. I'm going to play some of the new Jedi Survivor game. I played the first one, didn't get the second, but it's now on Game Pass, so I'm going to play it. And I'm just about to face the first boss, the ninth sister, which I lost yesterday, and playing the first game was very frustrating facing bosses, so hopefully I can beat this boss and then go and squat. So today's session is exactly the same as last week in terms of lifting. Got squats, deadlifts, the reverse lunge, blind leg curl, superset, but then it is a 2K time trial row before a bit of boutique building, as I like to call it, a little posterior chain superset. But with squats, the heel is feeling very good. Squats are feeling okay, but same as last week for the deadlifts, I'm making an executive decision to bring the reps down instead of going for 10s. I'm not a fan of 10s like I said last week on deadlifts anyway, and 10s on squats is just a bit silly. I prefer, again, no more than 6, so I'm dropping down to 5 sets of 6, so volume across is staying the same, and I'd much rather do 5 sets of 6 quality reps rather than 3 sets with a few grinding reps, if that makes sense. Again, I prefer doing the quality over the grinding and learn how to grind out reps rather than just do 6 smooth quality reps, if that makes sense. But I am rushed for time again because, again, I'm holding the tripod. I should have set this up higher. In 35 minutes as a Hyrox class start, I'd like to get my deadlift done in this area as well, so let's get these done quick. And to keep the intensity high, I think I'm just going to go for no more than a minute and a half rest. Hopefully I can get all 5 sets of squats and then deadlifts done. As you can see, my right shoulder wasn't happy with these squats and made them feel a little bit off balance, but all in all they felt much better than last week with less butt wink, staying more upright, and I feel it was a good decision to drop the reps down, although maybe I should have dropped the sets down too, as the last few sets were a little challenging and my legs were feeling very tired. However, deadlifts felt the strongest they have in a long time, and I attribute that to the weight loss, losing some of the belly, allowing me to sit into a slightly lower start position and actually feel my quads pushing off the floor, and also to all the heavy bench rows I've been doing as my back was feeling rather strong. It wasn't until I started warming up deadlifts I realised I didn't need to rush through as fast, because the class that was on was not until half an hour later than I thought. It reminds me to read the schedule properly. And the gym was getting very busy, so you're getting the stangle off the reverse lunges, and I swapped in some seated leg curls, which have absolutely ruined my hamstrings before a 2K time trial row, which again ruined hamstrings because of that leg length discrepancy, but managed to pull a 7.25, which I was very pleased with considering I wasn't anything under 8 minutes. And just when I thought my legs had done enough, it was time to finish with some swings, hip thrusts and squat jumps, keeping things very light because my legs were absolutely destroyed and these jumps felt like I was running through treacle. But that was the end of the session, thankfully. And what we were bringing in seated leg curls for the line leg curls, although the machine was being used, but I feel them so much more. My hamstrings are already very sore. It doesn't help that the rower really gets my hamstrings. But let's have a little stretch now, because I neglect stretching massively. That's why Monday is always a tough session, especially squats. It just takes a while to get loose for those. And I could have stayed at the gym to do it, but my sessions take that long. I just want to get it done, get home and eat. That's why I'm doing it now, because I just get bored stretching. Like, there's nothing to do. That's why I'm doing it while I'm talking to you guys. That was a very good session to start the week. Plan for tomorrow is, I'd love to go to a track. Either there's 2 tracks nearby. There's Chaffers, which is open to the public, or there's Liverland Sports Park, which I'm not sure if I have to book in or pay for that. I want to go and get some drone shots. I think they'd be pretty cool, but I think I'd struggle doing it by myself, because there's nowhere to leave the control and nobody to give the control to. And I don't really want to go to Chaffers because it's on Rimmer's Valley, which is a big sort of open field. Goes through to the canals, over to other estates. And to some holidays just started now. A lot of, well, back in my day, a lot of scallies used to sort of hang around there. And I don't want to fly the drone, put the control down, and risk getting nicked. That's what happened to me. I'll be thinking I could probably go there and it'd be fine. Same for the Liverland Sports Park. I don't know if I can film there because it's by a school as well. But that's the plan tomorrow. It can be intervals. And if you're seeing this clip now, I've obviously decided not to vlog it, because I would have just skipped straight to that. So I'll probably mention that in the start of the next one. But that is the end of today's vlog. Very tough leg day, but good session to start the week. What steps am I on? This is before taking Odin for a walk. It's taking about 21,000 steps, so I'll probably finish on 25. Slowly getting used to all the steps. Next day off is Friday, so I can get through until then. But yeah, good session. Body's feeling good. Extra calories are definitely going to help, although probably all the walk-ins just cancel them out, so I'm probably still on deficit. But so we're going to bring them up over the next couple of weeks and then go from there. So yeah, hopefully the rain doesn't start all out. It's gone very overcast and grey clouds, so I best get out quick. So I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.